My name is Karen Musson and I'm a managing partner at GAR Tootelian Incorporated. My parents started the business in 1949. My father was doing tractor work and selling fertilizer for a fertilizer company in the area. And they decided if they bought a little extra fertilizer and sold it out of the back of their farm shed, that they might be able to grow a business. And that's how we started in 1949. In 1986, my husband joined the company and he was able to bring an edge to the business because he had a better understanding of finance. And since that time, we have steadily grown. We've increased the number of pest control advisors as well as support staff. We feel fortunate that we've been able to attract such a talented group of people that have allowed us not only to grow, but helped us to give vision to an industry that's not always been perceived as a desirable career path. It's really enlightening to see young people coming and reconsidering their career choices and coming back to the farm.
Always knew I wanted to farm or do something in agriculture, and started going to college. And yeah, my teachers kept pushing that we need more PCAs, and so I went out and got myself an internship and loved it. And so yeah, ever since then I've been doing internships at other companies, and yeah, and then GAR gave me a full-time position.
Unlike most businesses, we don't call our employees employees. We consider them partners because they're what made us successful. They are our partners. Without them, GAR would not be GAR.
I've been here for 36 and a half years, since July 1977. I enjoy working here. They treat me like family. It's actually a family atmosphere.
We get invited to their birthday parties and their weddings, and likewise they're all welcome at anything that we have in our homes. We're very accessible. If an employee has a personal issue they need some help with,
I'm able to come in and talk to the owners and the president of the company anytime I want, and which makes it unique to other companies.
Just the whole family atmosphere, and it starts at the top with Greg and Linda, and just how immediately when I came in for an interview, I knew that if they offered me a job, I wasn't going to turn it down.
We do an employee retreat for our employees annually, and we invite them and their families to join us. This year we'll be going to Monterey. It's one of our employees' favorite locations, and we'll be paying for a weekend for them at a very nice hotel and dinner. And it gives us all a chance to know them in a much more casual and relaxed atmosphere. And also they're able to bring their families for a fun-filled weekend of just enjoyment and no work.
Man, I love my job. There's not a day that I get up and I dread going to work.
I've been here so long, I enjoyed it working here, that I will stay here and retire here. So, and not planning on moving anywhere else.
My father always said that customer service was number one. And if you delivered what you promised and you were true to your word, you would have a friend for life. From the moment a salesman might engage a grower to the moment a delivery person delivers the product at their facility, customer service is always foremost in our minds. We try to communicate with the customer in every step of the way. I hear customers say that they appreciate our driver calling him and letting them know that they'll be arriving in 10 minutes or 20 minutes with their order. And a lot of our older customers will actually have developed a personal relationship with that driver, and they'll be waiting with a cup of coffee. They look forward to that communication and engagement. They've developed a relationship knowing that that same driver will always be delivering their products. Currently, GAR Tootelian's biggest expansion project is a 1 million gallon tank farm. So you ask why they call it a tank farm, when really it's a storage facility. 33,000 gallon tanks, 1 million gallons total storage. An important component of any crop care provider is to have good prices. And so we always are trying to anticipate the market. What this will help us to do is, as we're anticipating the market and buying products will actually have a place to store it, which has limited us in the past because we've not had storage capacity to buy product always at the best price. We'll have much more flexibility, and not only will that give us more flexibility in buying product and having it on hand, but it'll also give us the advantage of being able to blend more customized products for our growers. When I received the call from Julie Maldonado at Baker, Peterson, and Franklin, I have to say that I was truly surprised. When I consider the contemporaries that have been given this award in previous years, and then I think about my own company, our own company, I just think of us as little local people in Reedley, California, and I never really considered us to be part of to be considered amongst a group of people such as Allied Grape or Harris Farms. So it is truly a humbling experience, but it's also, in my mind, and I know for my sister as well, a wonderful recognition of the legacy that my parents built many years ago. I don't think they ever had any idea that when they started that small little company out of their farm barn in the back of our house, that we would be here today with 80 employees and a $70 million business. My father said that when he and my mom conceived this business, that he believed that as long as people had to eat, there would be farming. And as I reflect back on the recent past, it's hard to imagine that people would think that farming wasn't necessary to a community or to a country. But I remember his words, and it's what sustained us, that people, as long as people will have to eat. I perceive farmers much as I perceive our veterans. Veterans defend our freedom, farmers and growers grow our freedom. I hope that GAR will be here for many, many years to come to help those veterans and farmers grow and defend our freedom.